Hello everyone, it's Anibal here again with you, and today I'm here with Christian and Ify. We are here to talk about the Afrika Kommt program, a very interesting program that is run by GIZ in partnership with some companies such as SAP, Bosch, Merck, and now BioNTech, for instance. Afrika Kommt is a very, I would say, interesting program. If you want more international exposure, and if you are looking for international or for intercultural exchange to get to know such amazing people like Christian and if as well as to learn new skills. Just a disclaimer here, so all the experience and the knowledge that we'll be sharing here is of our own. It has no relation with GIZ or any other partnering company. So let's get started, and I want Christian to introduce yourself, and afterwards Ify.
Okay, thank you, Anibal. So, as you said, my name is Christian Bro Enoku. I'm Ivorian. I'm coming from Ivory Coast. I'm an agronomist. I'm an agribusiness and smallholder specialist with over 7 years of working experience in national and international organizations in West and Central Africa. So yeah, I'm very happy to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Christian.
Hello everyone, my name is Ifunanya. I am a microbiologist. I am from Nigeria. I have most experience in hospital laboratories, improving quality of laboratory services, and as well as improving the quality of diagnostics that are produced for use in research laboratories as well as clinical laboratories. So it's wonderful to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ify. So, and actually I was also part of AK9 with Ify and Christian, and I was at Bosch, and I would say that was a really nice experience as well, the 8-9 months or the 1 year that I had here, especially that at the end we had a great opportunity to meet Mr. Steinmeier, right?
That was interesting.
It was nice, right?
Yeah,
so just to be here clear as well, that in this video we want to cover the 4 questions that come in the attachment part of the application process, right? That we believe that sharing our own experience on how we have approached those questions may help you answering them. To start, I would like Christian first to share his experience of AK, and then Ify as well. However, to keep, we initially actually thought to make the video a bit fun, etc. We thought that we could also use French. However, that I think it might be a bit long, the video, and also that everyone can understand. I think we would stick for now with English, and then we will try to make another version for our French speakers. Christian, could you share with us or with everyone your AK experience?
Yeah, thank you very much, Anibal. I had this opportunity to do my fellowship at SAP SE here in Germany, especially in the specific department called Customer Innovation and Maintenance Solution Incubation. So I have this amazing, opportunity to work for a special solution developed by SAP and designed for the agribusiness and smaller farmers in Africa, especially. So that has been an amazing experience for me. That has been an incredible journey because I've learned a lot. And yeah, today I can say that was certainly the most enriching experience. Thank you.
Awesome. Ify?
My Afrika Kommt experience was a vibrant one because we had different flavors to it. We had an online version due to COVID-19, and we had the in-person version. And the in-person version was 100% as good as the online version. And yeah, it was an opportunity to interact with African cultures, with the German culture. It was an opportunity to work in a different area than I had worked in. I worked in Merck for my Afrika Kommt fellowship, and it was an opportunity to interact on a business level with some of the things that happen in a big company. And yeah, it was a nice experience, vibrant with the friendships, vibrant with the culture, vibrant with the opportunities, and yeah, it was
amazing.
Yeah, it
right?
was good. Yeah,
And I want just to emphasize one thing that actually I have said before. I think really one of the most important things that I would take out from the program is really meeting you guys. I think it's a really great, even in terms of if we at some point want to do business or even visit your places. I think that's really, we Africans at some point, we need to be more let's say interconnected, and I think this program, besides of the culture, the German culture that we learn, I think we also get the opportunity to learn each other cultures, right? That I think we lack at some point in Africa. So guys, if you want to actually learn more about Africa, I would say that this program also actually do offer this opportunity for you as well. So now we will go to the most important part of the video, where Christian and Ify will address the way that they actually answered, or what people should take into consideration when answering the 4 questions asked in the attachment part of the application process. To start with, Christian, what things would you take into consideration in answering the question? What's your specific aiming in taking part of Afrika Kommt program?
Let's tweet it.
Continue.
It's nice.
Just
How do you
continue.
start this thing in the international?
Sorry?
Okay. Wow.
Continue.
Okay. So thank you again for this question, Hannibal. I think to better answer this question, it's important to understand the goal of this program. And one of the first goals of this program is to help the fellow to become the true leaders, so that when they will interact with the company here, or even when they will go back in their countries, they will be able to lead, to improve some kind of management that they will have to lead in their country. Right? So when you want to answer this question, it's very important to insist on the leadership and management part. So you have to show through your essay how the program could help you to improve your leadership, and how you could also share something, because don't think that you are coming to this program and you will start everything from scratch. You are bringing something to the program as well. So it's important to leverage on your background, but also to show to them that through this program you will improve yourself, you will build your capacity, especially in terms of leadership and management. So the first thing. The second one is related to intercultural exchange. We are African, we are coming here in Germany, but I used to say the goal of the program is not to Germanize ourselves, but to help us to share something with the German people, but also to receive something from this culture, right? So it's a win-win situation, and you have to show this through this answer as well. You have to show them, to the program, that when you will come, you will bring something, but you will also learn something, right? Right. So it's important to insist on that win-win situation. Maybe also related to that win-win situation, it's important to understand that you will come and you will learn the language, right? So in terms of culture, in terms of cultural exchange, it's important to insist on that as well, that you will learn the German language, because the program will give you this opportunity to start learning this language before coming here, right? So you will go through some courses with, for example, the Goethe Institute of your country. before coming here. But even when you will come here, you will continue these courses. So it's important to let them know that you are open to this kind of courses. You are ready to take these classes, right? And maybe the last one, but not the least, is the networking. It's very, very, very important to show them that you will network, you will increase your network, right? So you have already your network, but through this program, you will build on that again, right? So you will be you will share what you have, but you will also receive a lot through this program, right? So the networking is a very, very important part as well. So these are some elements that I wanted to pinpoint, like some tips that I wanted to share also with the people who want to apply to this program.
I want just to emphasize or add one more point here, is that you actually through it you can become an African ambassador here, right? And at the same time, when you return to your country, you also become an ambassador to their culture in your home country, right?
Exactly.
So, and the network that you actually bring from your country is something that you can really emphasize it in your application. However, you are also building here, and again, it's not just about you and the companies here, but actually within Africans as well.
Exactly.
I think it's really important to emphasize that the network that you'll be building is not just about the new people that you meet here, like Germans and the companies. It's not at all. There is much more than that. And it's actually this family among AK people that I think really is this, I would say, this the strength of this kind of fellowship. Now I want to ask Ify the next question regarding the skills that we can actually get from the program. How would you address this question in terms of specifically which skills do you expect to learn during the program? What are the things that you take into consideration, or how did you even do it?
Okay, so when I think about addressing this question, a couple of points come to mind. I think the first thing will be with regard to your professional expertise. So as you look at yourself, where you are at the moment, and like we said in the introduction, you have the opportunity to learn new skills. What kind of skills are you looking to learn when you look at your career? How do you want to project yourself? So this can be technical, this can be soft skills. So your personal development and your technical skills, you should highlight how you want to improve these. Now, for your technical skills, of course, if it is programming or if it is scientific, it is A, B, C because it's technical. However, with personal skills, you can be a bit fluid with it. So just like Christian has mentioned about highlighting your management, what you will gain in the management side, leadership side, networking side. Now you can bring that into the kind of skills you expect to gain during the program. So what kind of skills can you get from networking? What kind of skills can you get from being a better manager? What kind of skills would you get from being a better leader? So that's how you should think about it when you say, what kind of skills do you expect? And then also your competence in dealing with other cultures. What kind of skills do you expect to gain, of course? So I could give you an example of being flexible. So you can interpret what flexible means to you and write that in your essay or in your presentation to show that these are the things that you think will propel you better by being a part of the Afrika Kommt program. So I hope that is helpful and is able to give you an idea of what to do. So
yes, I do agree, Ify, and thank you for your amazing answer. I would say I would just add also from my own experience actually. One thing that I have done, and if you also actually explain as well, is that I try to understand what skills the company actually what they express that I would learn as well, right? I think it's really important for you to align the skills that you want and the skills that the program and the company are actually offering to you to learn, right? Because basically, if you want to learn, for example, how to code while they are teaching, for instance, how to write papers, right? It doesn't make sense for you to apply for this program, right? So it's really important for you to make sure that you are aligned with the skills that the program in the company are actually offering to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ify. So now we go to the next question again to Christian, and this question is related to, let's say, how do you see yourself in 10 years, right? Specifically, what are your goals in the next 10 years? Christian, how would you address this question, or what did you do to answer this question?
Yeah, thank you, Hannibal. I think for this one, it's quite simple, but I want to say it's not very easy. I say it's simple because you just have to consider the job, if I can say the job description of the profile, because when you apply for this program, Afrika Kommt, you need to apply to a specific role issued by company, right? So it's important to go through the description of that role and understand how you can fit. I mean, how your background, how your knowledge, who you are and what you know can fit with that description, but present it in a long term, So it's not just that you have to answer it by saying, okay, in 5 years, I think I should be a manager of this thing. In 10 years, I will end up by building my own company and so and so. No. You have to answer this question by considering what is mentioned in the description of the role and how you think that by your job, by what you will add in that role, you can help the company to move forward. So how you see yourself growing through that role in 5 or 10 years. Yeah, so it's very important to match them. Yeah.
I think I'll just add here again, Christian, one point that actually I also did during my application process is actually to also try to understand what is the vision of the company in the next, let's say, 5-10 years in your country, for instance, right? And how do you see yourself actually, as you mentioned, Christian, helping that company in the next 5-10 years in your country, for instance? I think it's very important for you, again, here to align the company with who you are and the things that you want to achieve, so that they see what value you can actually bring to the company. Right? I think this is really important, again, just to have this alignment again between the program and you.
I think you did well to point out that element, and maybe I can just give some example. For example, I'm an agronomist. I wanted to apply for this role at SAP, which is let's say most of the powerful company in terms of software, right, in the world. So when I was applying for this role, it was important that I showed to SAP or to the program that I could build on my network, right, to develop this business, because the role was business developer. So you have to bring new opportunity to the company, you have to bring new customers to the company, you have to think about how they can improve their go-to-market of the solution, right? So in 5 years, how can I do it? I can do it based on the network that I have, right? so I can help them to improve that solution by meeting the expectation of more and more customers, because I have been very close to these customers a long time ago. So I know how I can give them some recommendations, some advices, so that we can improve that solution, right? But on the other hand, it's also important to understand that the company has a vision, right? Through that role, how can you put yourself in the shoes of that company, so that you can see, maybe in 10 years it will be nice if this company could be at that level, and how you can help them to do that. So it's very important to understand all of the small elements before writing this.
And one more thing here, Christian, is that I think one of the reasons that they also ask this question is to see actually if you perhaps may have a long-term goal vision within the company as well, because some of the companies sometimes retain some applicants, right? And if you perhaps just see this as a short-term phase, I mean, they might not consider you in the long term as well, right? And either choose someone else that perhaps might have a long-term goal within the company.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Thank you again, Christian. And now we go to the next question with Ify. And this question is related with the reasons on your choices of the companies, right? And Ify, how did you address this question? Like, what did you put, or what did you write, or what people have to think about this when answering?
Okay, so if you go through the whole questions, you see it's almost like you're repeating yourself, but you're repeating yourself in different phases because you're not giving this exact same information. However, just like Christian has mentioned about aligning yourself with what you want to be in the next few years and aligning yourself with the company, I will also bring that into this question, in the sense that you have profiles that are offered to you, and you can choose more than one profile. So you should bring your best sense of your expertise into this. Like, don't be modest, and don't try to don't try to over exaggerate, but don't be modest about what you have done. So when you have honestly selected the profiles that best suit you, explain how your experiences are fitting or are suitable for those roles. And of course, sometimes you go through a profile, it might not be exactly what you wanted, but you have done something in relation to this. Be honest enough to say, this is what I have done, this is an example of where I did this, and this is what I'm looking to bring to you when I apply to this profile. If you don't have experience in that for that profile, also honestly state, I do not have experience for this profile, but I'm interested in this sector and I am willing to learn. So be honest about the profile that you have selected and what you bring to it. If you really have a lot of experience, don't be modest about it. Say that you have had 6 years of experience, 7 years of experience, 10 years of experience. Say it, I've done this, this is what I do. Working on this is a new opportunity for me, and I'm looking forward to it because of so and so. And that will also tell from, you've already mentioned, this is what I want to be, and this is where I'm looking towards, or these are my goals for the next 10 years. So your reasons or your professional experience should also speak to those goals as well. So don't be modest about your experience at all. What you have is valid, what you have done is valid, and go for it with everything. That's what I would say on this one.
Okay, Ify, I really like on how you have actually tried to explain it, in the sense that you have to align this question with your 10 years plan, because people will want to see, in my view, that you actually understand where you are going to, right? That you have control of where you want to where you want to go and how you want to get to that point. And actually a K program can be let's say a path or a platform to help you to get to that stage where you want in the next 10 years, right? So again, try to align here the skills that you want to learn, right? Try to align with the company's vision within your country if they are there, right? Try to bring your background at companies or even your educational as well into that perspective of 10 years that can perhaps help the company get there and yourself as well, right? So I think it's, again, I think I'm repeating always the same thing, but really try to be coherent in your answers. And as you said as well, if you go through every single question, you basically will somehow answer the same question but in another way, right? So be coherent in your answers, because if you are coherent in your answers, they also can see that actually this person knows exactly what he or she wants. And just another tip here, actually, if you pass through this phase then they will call you just to have like a short intro, and then you also have the assessment center as well. And what I realize is that actually they also keep asking almost the same questions in another way, right? So again, really be sure who you want to be, what you want to achieve, the things that you want to learn, and don't be afraid to impress people. Really, that's what they want to see. A leader in you. Is there any other thing that you guys would like to share? Perhaps your experience or even the application, anything?
Yeah, I think maybe I just want to finish by saying that if you are afraid and you think that you don't want to apply, you should know that we were also afraid, but we applied and today we are here. If you think that you are not perfect, we were not perfect as well. So don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait to be courageous enough. Don't wait to have everything 100% okay before applying for this program. Just go through it and try it. And I'm sure that if you are selected, you'll be able to go through this program. So do it. Don't be afraid. Try. And I'm sure that you'll be able to make it. Yeah.
Awesome, Christian. Ify.
Yeah, I think what I would add is number one, don't miss the deadline. Try not to miss the deadline. And like we said, it's your experience. It's you. Whether you volunteered, whether you went to school, whether you worked for a long time, this is your experience. So talk about yourself in the best way possible. Nobody can write you or do you like you. So we wish you all the best of luck. And like the Germans will say, wir drücken dir die Daumen. And all the best.
Thank you, Ify and Christian. Thank you guys for being here with us, and I think in the next few months we will also make another video to explain about the assessment center. So please like the video and subscribe to Hannibal. So thank you everyone once again. Thank you, Christian and Ify.
Thank you.
I hope all the best for all of us. And I'm sure that I will visit you in your country very soon. And Ify, You as well. Bye bye, guys.
Bye.